If you need assistance with making your rental payments or your mortgage payments, or if you are possibly facing an eviction, or if you're just simply anticipating a loss of income due to some sort of hardship, then tune into this video because I'm going to tell you how you can get approved for over 6 months of rent or mortgage assistance, even if your state has claimed to have run out of funding. Let's hop right in. Hey everyone, it's me, Jazzy Mac. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everyone that is tuned in to my TikTok as well as to my YouTube. A lot of you blew me up and told me the good news of how you were able to get the rental assistance. And of course, there were people that said, well, Jazzy, my state has run out of funding. What am I supposed to do now? And because I had COVID, I couldn't respond as quickly to certain comments. And I had COVID. My baby also had COVID. And so it was a very kind of tough past few weeks, but we made it through. So I wanted to make sure I made a video to address some of those questions that you all have been having about the rental assistance and mortgage assistance, how you get approved, and what to do if your state ultimately claims to not have the funds or if they're no longer accepting applications. So just a brief recap on the rental portion, because this video is going to primarily be about the mortgage assistance. Again, I made a previous video on rental assistance, but I'm just going to give the basic overview of that. So for the rental assistance, of course, you needed to have your ID, your proof of income, and your leasing agreement, and any type of proof of hardship, which could be due to losing a job. If you lost your transportation to get to your job, that could be a hardship. If you have some type of medical procedure, or if you're now having to take care of a family member, all of those things qualify in most situations as a hardship. Now, in the video on TikTok, we talked about filling out the housing instability form, and sometimes you may be required to fill out the landlord affidavit, which is the landlord just basically saying that they're going to be willing to accept the funding that they ultimately receive from those agencies. Now, some of you have said, well, Jazzy, what to do if my landlord won't participate? Well, then you're going to ask for an alternate application, which does not require the landlord to sign off on anything or to give their approval to receive the funds. So go back and check out that video. And if you are one of those people that said, well, Jazzy, my state's out of money, then you'll stick around and we'll just talk about it in this video about some of those additional agencies. But I did want to give a very quick shout out to a few people out there like CEOL that said, I applied to ERAP and DCA and received over $20,000 towards my rent. And Miss Thunder Rain said, thank you so much. I definitely just got approved for 6 months of rental assistance. And Zaki Sincere said, currently living in Georgia and getting assistance. They paid my rent for 3 months. Sea Moss Goddess said, I got spotted for like $5,000. Ratasha, she got $10,000. And we had Ramibo 200 that said, I applied and got 25,000. God is good. Listen, the first thing that we need to talk about before you apply for any of this stuff is mindset. There are so many programs out here with money. And of course, there are the state programs. There are also county programs. One of the programs that we talked about previously was the Department of Community Affairs. And I will put the websites to all of this down in the description box. So don't, sweat it or whatever. Just listen. Everything is going to be down below in the description box. So if for any reason you go to these websites and you don't see the assistance, don't stop there. You should be going to your Department of Community Affairs, link below. You can also go to your Department of Human Services. A lot of people said, well, I live in Chicago. There's nothing available for Cook County. Yes, there is. Cook County especially has an ERAP program. And there is also a dedicated page in the Illinois Department of Human Services website that has like 20 different agencies that assist with different counties. Even if you haven't received an eviction or a foreclosure notice, they have assistance available. So those links will be down below. But when it comes to mortgage assistance, please do not wait until you are in default to ask for help. Especially if you have a, federal loan, or if you have like a Freddie Mac or a Fannie Mae loan. Those types of loans are very secure in the sense of they try really, really hard not to let the homeowners go into default. So again, links will be down below in the description box for you to apply for assistance. Now, if you have like any type of mortgage issues and you need assistance, you're going to have to provide, your identification documents, your income statements, whether you are a business owner or if you are a W-2 employee, you're going to have to provide that information, your mortgage statements and proof of residence. And there's going to usually be, a very quick screening process just to give authorization for the agency to contact your mortgage lender, or the person that's going to be receiving the payment for the mortgage. So there are other mortgage assistance programs out there through Consumer Finance Protection Bureau and also through the NCSHA. Link is going to be down below, and the American Rescue Act. So there are so many resources out there, just like the people that got the rental assistance. Some of those people on my TikTok also got the mortgage assistance. So the first thing you need to do is stop cursing your life. Stop saying, oh my goodness, there's nothing available. Oh my goodness, no one ever helps me. Your words that you speak become your reality. Stop cursing your life. Stop building this house of negativity, because nothing positive will ever flow into your life if your house is built on negativity. So your foundational things need to be rooted in positivity and living a life of expectancy. So if you have questions about certain things, feel free to ask. Again, all of the links are going to be down below. Make sure that if you fill out any type of hardship forms, make sure you're very specific about what your hardship is. Don't tell them that your hardship is that they just cut your hours back at work, because then it's going to look like, oh, instead of you working 40 hours a week, now you're working 30 hours per week. And while that may pose a hardship, it's not going to be one that they would typically treat as if, oh, you're about to be homeless. So you don't want to be, super casual, like, oh, they just cut my shifts on Tuesday and I'm a waitress. You want to say, hey, I don't think that I'm going to be able to make rent because of X, Y, and Z. They cut my shifts. I don't have transportation. Here's my proof that, I no longer have transportation. Here's proof that there was some sort of natural disaster that occurred. And now, I don't have heat in my home, or I don't have AC in my house. And that's a house repair that I have to pay for now. That is a financial hardship. There are so many different ways, to describe a financial hardship. But again, you don't want to make it seem like once you get their money, you're just going to go shopping with it, because then they would consider that very dishonest. And that would not be an integritous thing to do. So you don't want to come off as someone that's just only trying to get assistance because you want to go on a shopping spree. So I hope that you found that information helpful. Again, congratulations to these people that were getting 6 months of rent paid and $25,000 worth of financial assistance for your rent. Again, this is not welfare. This is this is the fund that you've paid into as a taxpayer. Okay. So if you've paid any type of taxes this year, last year, in the last 3 years, once COVID hit, whatever, you are entitled to this money. Don't let people make you think that this is not money that you are entitled to, because you pay taxes. So you're just taking back some of the money that you already unknowingly put in. So I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let me know how it goes. Until the next time, I will see you later. Bye.